That's the whole point of my angle.
So, it was brought to my attention a couple weeks ago that my name was righteously mentioned in a video pertaining to simple-minded, arrogant trash talk between dim-witted minds of teenagers. Wait a second. Only one side of this is teenagers. The other side is an adult who has no life, trash talking 15 and 16-year-olds, and even a little 10-year-old girl. But what exactly establishes mature in this situation? Obviously, none of us are mature. It's just an immature conflict all throughout everywhere. But then stands the fact that, once again, let me bring it up, you are an adult. You are of age to purchase tobacco, something everyone in the RTS company is years away from. Isn't that sad that your life consists of fake wrestling and trash talking little kids compared to your age? Isn't it sad that you think you're so cool because you can talk down to kids who are still in high school? Isn't it sad? Isn't it sad? I'm saying it, I'm repeating it a lot to get it through your puny little head. That this is just unfortunate that it's succumbed to this. Maybe I should tone down my diction a little bit, that way you know what I'm actually saying. I'm not very fluent in retard, but I guess I am responding to you, so I must know something about it. But, you know, you probably expected Ryan to be making this video. Why would he do it? Why shouldn't he be out here with me? I'll explain to you why, because I'm sure he's wondering this as well. You specified me an angel, mainly. You, of course, you're talking trash about the company, so that does involve Ryan. I won't deny that. But the thing is, you're calling me out specifically, and you're saying I'm a terrible champion. Let me explain to you something. In every fight I've ever fought within this company, I have defended my belt. It is nearly a 24/7 belt whenever I am fighting. Has Ryan defended his belts every match? No. Has Angel? No. Never. Has anybody really? No. So, do you know why? Because I don't fight much, so I feel the need I should defend my belts every time. Do I retain it? Very blatantly. And my multiple, double-digit amount of matches, I have never lost. I have tied 3 times, and I've won the rest. Nearly 20 fights under my belt, which is something completely expository. It's exquisite. How many... It's explosive. How many EX words can I think of to just describe my wrestling? I may be a stick, I may be weak. But one thing you don't know is you said that a 15-year-old who was previously living nearly 600 miles away from the rest of the competition was a terrible fighter. I'm sure that even though you're an adult with a vehicle and an entourage of Ben to film you, you wouldn't make a trip 600 miles to fight every month. Especially when you're 15, you have to depend on your parents. You're too poor to afford driver's ed. You're too poor to afford a car for yourself. You can't even afford some piece of crap from the 1950s if you wanted to. Something that's covered in rust and barely goes 30 miles an hour before it drops RPMs. You wouldn't know what any of that is, would you? You wouldn't know what it's like to be a real champion. Because who even is in your company? Pretty sure half the people are your imaginary friends you made of. Excuse me. Made up. My bad. I made a mistake on my English. Unlike you guys, though, I know how to correct myself. Unlike all your Instagram posts where it looks like I'm reading something with stage 100 autism. I can't tell if you're letting a 2-year-old run your Instagram account, or if it's Arturo running an Instagram account. Or if Arturo is just secretly a 2-year-old with a vehicle and a driver's license who goes to Planet Fitness and films videos vertically. What? Can you at least be a little more professional with your videotaping? My god, if you're gonna call out a company with 100 subscribers, which by the way, interesting how you guys have like 2 people that actually care about your account. Your mom and your dad. And we have 100 people. And I'm pretty sure that nobody in this company has 100 moms or dads. I think it's just hilarious how, once again, let me bring up this point, you guys are so sorry. Move on from us. You're using us as popularity. We didn't start this war. I don't even know how this happened. I was sitting in my bedroom in Colorado, playing some Black Ops 4 on my Xbox. And then suddenly, you know, I just see this. I just see that Destroyer sends me something. It's just these guys talking trash about RTS that have like 2 followers, and they can't even spell the word "you're" correctly. Pretty sure you can spell the word "I" correctly, and I'm talking about the single letter. You guys don't even know how to spell "you" correctly, and like almost every one of your posts, you guys say "you" like the letter "U." Excuse me, it's a 3-letter word. If it's that hard to spell a 3-letter word, please resort back to preschool. In fact, I think even a preschooler could spell the word "you" correctly, or at least I could. You know what's funny too? I'm like 90% sure that you guys are high school dropouts. I mean, I can't say so myself, but I'm in high school right now. I'm in all honors classes. My cousin's in high school too, Destroyer. And we don't have any plans to drop out because we see what it did to you guys and we don't want to end up like that. It's unfortunate that things end up that way. So, let me remind you again that you ran your mouth about a 15-year-old who was previously living 600 miles away, dealing with lots of stress, personal issues, who didn't find time to mention adults just mouthing off over nonsense. Yet, it's succumbed to that today. It's unfortunate. It's horrifying that you guys even do this. It's almost perverted. You guys are focused on kids. Underage kids. I mean, if we were any younger, it would be really bad. You know how bad it would be if we were a bunch of 8-year-olds and you guys were in a war with us? Like, do you know how perverted that would be? I'd be trying to tell my mom to file a restraining order against me. I say that with a speech impediment because normal 8-year-olds have a speech impediment. Not guys like Arturo Baca. Oh, wait, he does. Never mind. Ignore that. You say I'm a bad champion. But who still has a belt? And who lost his to Ben? Keep talking. I dare you. Maybe you think it's bad for Destroyer that he loses to me. Well, he's also beaten Angel. And Angel's beaten him. You really want to fight Angel? Pretty sure all Angel has to do is breathe and you're going to run out of that ring. Pretty sure Angel doesn't even have to breathe. I'm pretty sure Angel just has the very picture of Angel's face probably scares you. You probably stay up at night with nightmares because you're scared of a high school kid. It's how disappointing you guys are. That's how much you guys lack esteem. That in order to feast or famine, your competition is kids. Clearly, RTS did not start this war. Very obvious that we didn't start this war. However, one thing is obvious. Y'all need to sit down. Y'all need to stay out of it. Y'all need to leave us alone. We are nothing to you. We don't amount to you. We do absolutely nothing to you, nothing for you. Nobody wants to follow you. You are a bunch of adults. Grow up, get some jobs, enjoy your lives. We are kids. We don't have anything to do. So this is what we do. You are adults. Get a life. You are worthless pieces of garbage. Do you hear it? I'm saying this nicely. You need to get on with your lives. Move on from us kids. We are all kids. Let us do our thing. Ignore us. Get out of here. Stay out of our lives. You guys started this war. I'm finishing it. Because if there's any response after this, you guys are just horrifically stupid. It is just so stupid what you guys do. Let me repeat it again. You guys are adults. We are kids. You are supposed to have responsibilities. You know what our responsibilities are? Doing the dishes,
schoolwork,
taking showers,
homework,
and making sure we do our goddamn homework. Making sure that we have our geometry compass packed for next class. That's our responsibility. You know what your responsibility is? You guys have car insurance.
taxes.
You guys have rent. You guys have taxes. You guys have a lot of things. So let me say it again. We are kids. You guys are adults. Get on with your lives. Because if you don't get on with your lives, then things are going to come swirling around you like a tornado. You're going to be in a whirlwind of trouble. Your life will go down the drain. You won't have no YouTube channel because you ain't going to have no phone. Because how are you going to pay with a phone bill if your only subscription is to Planet Fitness? Because that's the only thing you can afford. Because you're so dirtbag poor. Sorry, that wasn't a rap. I was just speaking about all your crap. Thought I'd take a little bit of your guys' advice from your previous video. Because having good rhetoric means that you should be taking pieces from the opposing argument and slandering them for what they are. It wasn't hard to slander you guys. It was actually pretty easy. Just like it was pretty easy to identify a kid with 2 chromosomes. Which apparently you guys still haven't noticed. But Arturo, look in the mirror. You'll see it. I think that... Was it my smartest idea to come out here and do that? No. Did I want to? Kind of not really. I just kind of wanted to see if you guys would die. You guys haven't let us alone. We are kids. Back off. This is us. You guys are you. You guys live in like other side of goddamn town. I mean, god dang, you guys are probably all the way on the literal other side of town. Like you guys are probably on the west side, like Rio Rancho. Like you guys are probably deep in Rio Rancho too, and they're like industrialized Rio Rancho. You know this? There's probably somebody watching this video that doesn't even know what Rio Rancho is, but let me tell you, that's about a 30-45 minute drive from us. And if I ever see any one of you come close to me, Destroyer, anybody in RTS, we have the cop's phone number on speed dial. Because we don't want perverts near us. So leave us the hell alone. We don't want you around. Because we don't want to see your dirty work. Are we clear on this? We want you gone. So please, for the love of God, leave.
Damn! You slandered them harder than I did!